Morning, beautiful day in London. Uh, right, oil painting. I'm going to do a memory version of from the car park on the Ashdown Forest. The Ashdown Forest is on the road A22 from London to Eastbourne, and we travel it fairly often, going down to see our friends in Bexhill-on-Sea. Uh, right now, on the way, this car park it's all free. It's just a beautiful spot on both sides of the road. It's a very large forest. Well, what was a forest? It's more heath than forest now, but still very, very lovely. So I'm just going to do a version of it, just a heath, just out on the heath. But there's a bit of land in the distance. So first of all, I'm going to put in a sky. I'm just going to start. Now I've got some alkyd walnut oil mixed with some other stuff. Linseed oil, refined linseed oil. So let's just put in a bit of oily stuff here. Under there. This is on MDF, 2mm. Lovely stuff to work on. I would recommend it because canvases take up a lot of room, and I know they last for centuries. But then who knows how long this MDF will last. We can thicken this up as we go along. So I'm using some Griffin with the colours. Quite the trees, going to put some trees in there in the background. Fairly low horizon. This is a filler, this painting, or attempt at a painting. Before I have to go and cut the lawn, waiting for the dew to dry. I'll just get this in. Just a rough in at the moment. We can put a bit of maybe a bit of red in that horizon, just to a bit of yellow. Introduce some warm colour. So whatever you put on, you're going to change. I'm not going to come down much further than that. That's just very rough. So I can put some gentler clouds. I've got some cadmium red out. I've also got light red, which I'm not going to use. I used that yesterday on the two paintings that I did. I did 3 paintings yesterday, two small oils, and a watercolour. The watercolour was trying out the Frank Clark brushes, which I know many of you are familiar with. Good old Frank. Very entertaining. I do like watching his stuff. I do like you. I do watch other art videos, but mostly as an entertainment. I don't learn very much from them now. But you can pick up nice ideas that you can adapt for yourself rather than slavish copying. Slavish copying is something we do when we're inexperienced and we haven't got a repertoire of our own work to paint from. I've got hundreds and hundreds on Facebook. Well, probably about 1,100 on my timeline on Facebook. So go on there and have a look. No commitment. Just go. It's a public page. Dave Usher Artist on Facebook, and you can go through the timeline and you can have a look at all my paintings that I've done on Facebook with this computer for about 4.5 years. I didn't really keep much of a record before that, but anyway, Well, I did, but they're on hard drives. I keep all my videos on hard drives and the photographs. Don't keep them on the computer. And if ever anything happens to YouTube, I haven't lost my videos. Right, now I'm going to put in revolutionary, a bit of black and a bit of red and a bit of yellow. I love this combination. To get some trees coming down here, and thicken all this up later on and add some softness to the top of the trees. First thing you see in the right hand corner of the field is a stand of trees. I'm working from memory here. Okay. And a smaller stand just over here. A bit thin. Might have to get some more black out. I love the yellow, the cadmium yellow pale, mixed with the black. And we've got some line of sort of a hedge going across here. I'm working from my own memory version of it, but it won't look anything like. So that's that bit done. Let's go back to the light and put in a little bit of a bit of hill colour. So we have blue, red, bit of griff, a bit grayer than that, I think. Black is very good shortcut. Plenty of white in this, so come across here. Oh, a bit more than that. Over there, like that. It's got a little bit of darker. Okay, we can thicken that up later. And onto that we can put in. So all this is dry from the oil yesterday because I use a dryer. Right, let's get a bit of grass, rough ground. Add a bit of red, a bit of this and that, a bit of black. I've got my board supported by a couple of panel pins banged in, or veneer pins banged in there, that I can get to all of the painting. Let's add some yellow ochre on this, really. I'll put out some. Do I want some yellow? No, I'll use that light red. I think I wasn't going to use it, but a bit of white. Let's get some with the oil. So you can cover the board or the support quite quickly. Okay. I'll put some bit of shadow in there. A bit undulating. What's a good undulating colour? I think I prefer the grassy colour. Oh, we'll cover that up a bit. Okay. So let's go back to the sky. I'm not cleaning my brushes in toxic stuff. I'd clean them in the towel, as you know, and clean them in white spirit at the end, and then I then clean them with Swarfiga, followed by some dishwashing liquid, so they're all nice and soft. All right, let's start to work on this sky, thicken up the sky. But before I do, just want to take off a bit of this here, just clean up. Because I'm using Winton colours, with the exception of a bit of Alkyd resin, titanium white, Griffin, all the rest are Winsor & Newton colours. Winton is the student qualities of Winsor & Newton. I've always used them. I spent a year doing Venice paintings for a gallery, and I use Griffin, some artist quality, a lot of Winton colours too. Some Daler Rowney. It was a great year in 1999. Although we was just recycling Antoine Bouvard pictures. I saw one on the Antiques Roadshow. I think they've really come down in price. He died in, I think, 1952. French Impressionist, or late French Impressionist, Venice painter, wonderful painter. Right, let's start to model this sky a bit. Put in some nice cloud. Just thicken up. You don't have to have the paint slathered all over the place. I wonder if a touch of black in there would help that a lot. It's too red. I'm not so sure I like the cadmium red so much. I think I prefer vermilion or something. I just work away at this until I've got something that pleases me. Add a bit of oil. You can always add a bit of yellow to your blue to make a slightly greeny sky as you come down, but we're going to have a problem with counter change here. That's light and that's light. It's not really going to show, is it? So maybe we'll make that a little bit darker. Okay, so let's get in some blue and some white and just thicken up. I enjoyed using Frank's brushes yesterday. The small hake is very good, as is the rigger. It comes to a lovely point. Frank's not paying me. I think he gets sponsored by Winsor & Newton, and he's made over 500 television programmes for Irish TV. I just like him, just a nice fella. Okay, let's keep at that. So, nice light horizon then. A bit of yellow, bit of griff, bit of red. You see, that's very strong. You wouldn't think that was a student quality, but I like this. I have a bit of drama. Bit of a sunsetty colour, that isn't it? So whatever you put on, you're going to change. So some of this is going tacky with that Alkyd oil. Bring that down a little little bit further there. Oops. When your brushes get very old like this, some of them break off about midway. So when you do that, you're painting with these bristles and not the. But it all adds to the fun. All right, so let's get in that nice bluey, greeny. Yeah, I can put some trees on there. All right. The black. Some blue back in there. This darker blue up here. Just smooth it in a bit. I think you have to bear in mind that I am doing demonstrations rather than finished paintings. All well and good if I finish one that is a seller. Alright, I can put in a bit of nice cloud up there. Just wafting across the sky. Touch of that yellow, touch of that red. Oh, just imagining things. If you think it looks nice, leave it in. Okay, right, let's put in that background now. So we're going to go darker than that. So well, a cool colour, so that will be black and blue and a bit of white, bit of oil. Okay, that's better. Now we can put those trees in. Now we'll put some trees in here. I'm going to use, when I find it, can't find anything. It's not as if I need any more brushes. I've got hundreds of the things that I bought over 40 odd years. But sometimes they wear out, not from the tips so much but from the ferrule, where not proper cleaning tends to encourage the paint to stay near the ferrule, and then it eventually goes hard and all your brushes spray apart. Right, I'm going to go back to my black brush, and we'll start putting in some detail there. There are a lot of here, but I'm going to paint them what I like. soften around these edges. Some leaves. Too far with that. Let's just the black and blue from that. Right, go back to the silhouette. I like silhouettes. The light behind that one. Right, get some red and blue with that. A nice bit of warmer light in the standard trees here. And that dry for a bit. Okay, we can add to that when that dries off a bit. Black is a wonderful colour, as is using oil. So I'll have a bit of light green on there, catching a bit of light. And got a bit of counter change on. And we're going to go to town. Okay, so that sorts that up. We go back to the other side. So a lot of gorse on here. Last time I went down there. Right, let's just got a frame to stick this in. Okay. Try to make them look a bit not symmetrical. Okay. Right, now with this brush I'm going to just, if I can get some bluey, blacky, bit of white. And a very steady hand. Bit even. Right, let's just slowing up a little bit. Okay, then we go a little bit There's a bit of green in there. Okay. Now we're putting some. There's a bit of dark. It's just a little bit too. Just wonder if I can use my stick here. That's the one there. Warmer. She's only sort of guessing, really. And then what detail as you come into the foreground. Okay, now clean that off in the brush, and then we'll just clean up underneath there. Only two of this. Be speaking to our friend Alan later. Okay, so that's all. We can put maybe a bit of darker blue in here. Okay, that's all I'm going to spend on that. And put a bit of ochre stuff. Just a little bit of light. Just adds a little bit of something. I don't know what. Right, okay, now back to this foreground. The sky is not very thick at the moment. Well, maybe I won't make it thick. You can adjust it how you like. I don't really like to go back over demonstrations and rework them because they are demonstrations. And once I've finished here, that's it. I won't do much. Now I want to get some nice light stuff in this foreground now. Just open some of this up a bit. If I do anything later on, it'll be a watercolour. Just a little bit of a path there, there's a bit of shadow in. Okay. This is 14 by 11. A bit of blue there, just a bit of a session. Right, okay. No, I will like that in a minute when I've got this. I'm going to put some light trunks in there. But I'm not sure. I quite like that. Sort of painting around things like here, but I want more contrast in that. Those trees, those gorse, a bit of red, bit of black, bit of yellow, bit of white. Okay, not bad without yellow ochre. Let's thin some paint here and just put in some. Great thing is, when you put something like this in, it doesn't disappear. It stays where you've put it, which is lovely. So just some catching the just over up just that little bit. But it's hard to get the paint to stick on sopping wet oil. But as I say, I'm not going to go over this when it's dry. It's what it is. Okay, so that's okay. Lost it there a bit. There's a little bit of light there, just here then. Right, it's just a little bit proud, so just slip it off, pair of scissors. Now if the light's coming that way, we need a little bit of shadow in there, won't we? Oh. Right. I quite like the light up there, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, well that's just about done as far as I'm going to go with it, I think. I'll put it in a frame and then we can evaluate it, see what we've done, could we've done it any better in the time as a demonstration. I'll probably have to put a couple of pins in it just to my knees, excuse me, without touching the table. Right, just a couple of pins just to hold it in the frame. I'm going to find the hammer. There's nothing worse than putting it in the frame, putting it on the easel, and then the picture falls out of the frame backwards. Oh, there we are. I'm going to bring it upright and adjust the camera so there'll be a bit of wobbling about a bit. Oh, there we are. Let's just get that over there. Get that a bit closer. All we can. Just drop it down a bit. There. Just go a little bit and just come out a bit. That's it. So we can see the frame. It's a nice little frame. It's probably a quality. It's not expensive. Alright, well let that go. Now I think the exposure on that is okay. We'll check it. I don't think I can prove that. There we go. I've put a path in that doesn't exist in from the car park. It's just a lot of rough chalky ground, but I didn't want to do that. I'd have to use ochre and stuff like that. I'm quite happy with the colours that I've used. They were on the palette, so I've made use of them. I think that's quite effective. What happens is, instead of painting the light in there, because I couldn't do that now anyway because it's too wet, but by putting these light trunks strokes in, it opens the thing up, it adds the light. Seems to have that impression anyway. So I hope you enjoyed that for Saturday morning. That'll be it till Monday, I think. Unless I do a watercolour, but if I do, that will be for Patreon. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.